came up with the word. I'ma get it from the first to the third. My bitch getting on my nerve.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to the GinTV podcast. As always, your boy EAZY.
And A1DasauceGod.
And as always, we have some special guests in the building today. We got the boy Crescen.
Yes.
And Kevin in here.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing?
Doing great, man. How about yourself?
Pretty good,
doing
man.
Doing pretty good. So for the people that don't know who y'all are, what are you guys doing here today? Tell me, the company that y'all represent, y'all business ventures.
You want to?
I represent Official IC Entertainment and Fast Forward Films and Official IC Entertainment TV.
And same with me, Official IC Entertainment, FFICTV. We're the head of media and also do acting as well.
So y'all mess with movies, right? Pretty much.
Yes, sir.
We're a one-stop production company.
Exactly. Films, music.
I mean, y'all must be doing good because I was peeping my man's watch over here. So I'm like, all right, y'all getting some bread, right? That's a Movado, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
looks real nice.
So we're working on getting the bread.
Yeah. We working on that part. Yeah, this was a gift. It was a gift.
So I want to ask y'all this, since y'all in the movie business, right? Because I've had this debate with multiple people. Can any actor touch Denzel?
Me.
Okay.
That's
I guarantee.
You want to start a real? You want to start some real stuff?
Yeah. Listen, man. No, I mean,
Can any actor?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
What?
In the world? Yeah.
Not like I feel like whenever people refer to like male actors, right? It's like, oh, he's the next Denzel, right? Oh, he ain't no Denzel. Like I feel like Denzel is like the Michael Jordan of acting.
I would have to agree. But you got to put Will up there too, though.
That's what I said. That's my guy.
You have to
You
put Will
think
up there.
Will's giving Denzel a run for his money?
Oh, definitely. I mean, for me personally, I would have them neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that.
definitely.
See, for me, I will put Sam Jackson up there. I feel like Sam's a fucking Avenger, man. You know what I mean? Like,
The one thing he will do is he will get some scripts. He will get some roles. And he's probably got more roles than both of them combined over his career. Definitely.
Yeah, he said he doesn't turn down work.
I've always heard that shit. I don't know if that's really true. Cause but like I would say, Sam has like at least a movie a year. Like Denzel, I feel like you usually gotta wait 2 years. You know what I mean? Like he's not dropping them like monthly.
And he's slowing down now, obviously due to age and everything.
Yeah.
So he's slowing down. But yeah, man. I mean, if you had a Mount Rushmore of actors, the male actors, who would you have? We already got Denzel.
I'll put Robert De Niro up there.
Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
Actually, I just watched a movie with Leo. That movie, Don't Look Up.
How was that? Because I'm hearing it wasn't that good.
It's weird. It's nuts.
You watched it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yo, the ending caught me, man. Like I didn't really think the world was gonna end.
And it did, right?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I can't watch that now.
My bad. It was good satire.
First of all, you know what I hate? When a movie comes out, right? And people go on social media, don't spoil it yet. It's like, all right, yo, I'm gonna give. I feel like when a movie or show comes out, right, you have a 2-day grace period, right?
2 days.
No spoilers, right? If you don't watch that movie by that second or third day, that's not my problem. I'm gonna talk about it on social media. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care what you're saying. I don't care if I'm spoiling or ruining it for you. Like you had your time, man.
Yeah, that's me. I don't care.
Hey, yeah, I hear you.
On the flip side, I don't care if somebody spoils it for me. I'll still watch it.
No, I still watch it, but I do get tight. Like if someone had told me that the world's gonna end in the actual movie, I'd been like, damn, like I don't know if I really want to watch it.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of how I feel because I think you're the second person I heard mention that, and I was like, let me pay some attention, but I don't know. Now the ending isn't as suspenseful anymore.
But you still have to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty about movies, right? Even if you know the ending, like you don't know like the beginning, middle, like how like the dynamics of like what really happened in the movie got it toward the end.
Yeah, you gotta see it through.
It's a movie that I won't watch again, but it's a movie I'm glad I watched. You ever you ever have those type of movies where it's like I can't watch it again, but I'm glad I just had
some
the one time.
movies you can't watch again. Some movies, yeah, like Shutter Island. You ever seen that?
I
one?
did see Shutter Island.
You watched that once, you're all set.
That one fucked me up.
Right.
That
you know what I'm
movie-
saying?
Hey, I had the same feeling about Kazam.
Kazam. That wasn't as in depth as Shutter Island, but no, you know what? Wait, which one? Is it Kazam or Shazam?
Nah, Kazam with Shaq.
No, I'm thinking about that movie. Was it Shazam with Sinbad? That
Yeah,
that never existed.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I still don't know. Like, yo,
Was it really a movie? We don't
Yeah.
know.
I seen something last week. He came out. Yeah, he came out.
Yo,
and confirmed
so
and
he's-
said,
But here's the
it
thing,
was a
right? It
movie.
was so ridiculous, his statement, right? Because this is what he said. He said, yeah, the movie Shazam did come out with me in it, but
Yep.
the government actually removed all source of it. And it's just like, why the fuck did the government
Yo,
get
that's-
involved in like a movie with Sinbad? You know what I mean?
So
That's
pretty much it's
crazy.
like one of those things where like you've seen it. What are they called?
Deja vu?
No, Mandela effect, is it? Is that what it is? Where like you've seen it, but then like you can't remember exactly like or you remember certain parts of it that weren't actually there or something like that. Is that one of
I
those?
think it's the Mandela effect. That's actually good point.
So is it like is that like one of those movies where like everybody remembers watching it, but nobody could like find traces of it?
I can't listen. I remember the damn movie. I
Really?
couldn't tell you
What happened in
what
it?
happened in it. No, not at all. But it's funny that that happens like that. I can remember. I remember it.
Bro, it's all the fucking fluoride the government's putting in our water,
listen,
brainwashing us.
They got the men in black pens just flashing us every now and then,
listen,
you know.
oh, man. Listen, I tell people, man, some of these movies that come out, all this stuff, somebody cannot imagine all of this stuff because there's a lot of things we don't know. A lot
Yeah.
of things the government don't tell us, so it's like it makes you think.
Yo,
Like,
I've always thought about that. That's a good point, right? Because it's like, yo, are people really this
Creative,
creative
right.
and original
I
to
don't
think of like
so.
I mean, it's like, how many movies with the world ending are they gonna come out with before we just get the picture? You know what I mean? Like, yo, like they like
Warning.
like the
Excuse me.
Don't Look Up movie, right?
Mhm.
Yo, so just to get into a little bit, right? It's I mean, y'all not gonna watch that shit anyway.
I was planning on it. I was planning on it.
Yo,
Tell me another movie that
all right,
resembles it.
basically, the point of the movie, right, is like there's a comet heading towards Earth, right?
Okay.
And these like Leonardo and the other Jennifer, is it Jennifer Lawrence?
Yeah. Yep.
Right? They spot it, they find it, right? So they go to the government brushes them off, like they don't give a shit, right? And then eventually like news gets out into the world, and then like the government has to address it. So they like, do like a cover-up story, like, oh, we didn't really know about it, right? So yo, they're set to destroy the comet, right? And then some other like billionaire. I actually think they modeled the guy after the guy from Apple.
Gates.
No, not Gates. What's the guy that owns Apple or did that?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jobs.
That, like that dude with the white hair that was kind of like on his phone the whole time in the movie. It feels like they modeled like a character off him, right? He's pretty much saying, like, hey man, like on this comet, there's like millions worth of dollars of like gold or some shit, right? And they're like, let's see if we can actually just
Blow it up.
okay. And then pick it up, right? And then spoiler alert, like it doesn't work. Everybody dies except like one guy at the end, right? And it's just like it's kind of like they're like making fun of like if this were to really happen, right? How like we're such a capitalist like country that like this is we would look to try to profit off like the deaths of every like the whole world. You know what I mean?
Unbelievable.
Instead of like really preparing ourselves like for what's to come.
Or destroying the
we're
comet, deflecting at something, you know. But I don't know.
Like what's like another movies like zombie or not zombie movies like alien or zombie like alien movies, right? How many alien movies? Well, speaking of Will Smith, like Independence Day, right?
Independence
Like
Day.
one of the biggest.
Definitely.
Like, are they that original? Like,
I don't know, man.
And if you look at like the basic structure of like every alien movie that you've seen, that like they don't really differ that much.
Yeah.
As far as creativity. So, but you have that image there. Where did you get that image, and why is it so
Area
important
51.
to have that perpetuated?
That's where it's at, man.
I don't know.
maybe it'd be funny, yo, if like the aliens are actually like in the directors' meetings. Like, no, that's not how we look.
You can't portray us like that.
It don't sound like that. We just trying to chill with y'all. Why y'all making us seem like we want to probe everybody's ass? Like,
Oh man.
That's the
I mean,
first thing
yo,
you went to
It's
is
so
probing
degrading to
accents.
my alien kind.
yo, it's like, yo,
man.
I know the aliens was looking at us like, yo, why do they think we're so fascinated with humans' asses? Like, it's like
Look, oh man. That's
That's our human brains, man. That's what we do.
that's
I'm
hilarious.
trying to think of a movie where that shit happened. But they took the guy in the classic way. They took him up in the large
In the
spaceship in the
yeah.
cornfield with the light. I can't remember the name of it.
Was it Signs? Mel Gibson?
Was it Signs?
I don't know.
No. So I don't think
it wasn't
Signs was like, I think Signs was in the cornfield, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Nah, I can't.
I mean,
Oh, it's gonna kill me. I'll think of
there's
it
so many. I
later.
was about to say, there's so many of
It'll
them.
pop
man.
up to you.
That-
But
It'll be on the way home, like tonight, like
there it is.
You got that War of the Worlds,
War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise.
The Abyss. That came out back in the day with Robert Duvall.
Okay,
I mean
I
that.
never watched that one.
Man, they got the aliens in the ocean.
And
They had a whole city.
You guys are forgetting Alien versus Predator.
Oh
Mars attacks. Mars attacks.
All that stuff, man. All that.
I feel like there's like you said, it has to come from somewhere. You know, like no, I don't think people are just creating these beings to be like all look the same and shit like that. Like, I think it's definitely coming from some place.
Listen, I agree. I agree.
All right, back to the Mount Rushmore of actors. All right, we got Denzel.
Okay.
I got me personally, right? I will all go through, right? I'll give you my top three. I say Denzel, Robert De Niro. It's like I am a big Will Smith fan. I think even though his movies have kind of taken some hits over the last couple of years, I think he's kind of like chosen some bad roles. I think his like downfall was like that one movie he did with his son, Planet Earth.
Oh, after that,
After
it wasn't that bad. It was.
Would you watch it again?
I watched it 3 times.
What is this? I've never seen this.
Your credibility's kind of shot to me right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. You watched After Earth 3 times?
I did.
I finished it first time just off the
did.
strength because I like Will Smith. Like it was
Yeah.
that bad. I had to force myself through it.
I did. So
I like that movie with him with the it was like a fairy tale movie. It was on Netflix. Bright.
yeah,
Bright was good.
That was a good movie.
That was good.
So all right, well, you know what? I'm gonna put Will Smith up there. I think what reserves me from putting Will Smith on my Mount Rushmore is like his personal issues of recent years. Like with
but
his
you
wife.
got to discard.
And
You can't
that's what I'm
add
saying.
that.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
you gotta,
gonna-
that's separate.
I'm gonna separate the artist from the married man.
That's real personal shit in your
Yeah.
life.
I mean, but is
Before
it
your
his
acting
fault though?
credits.
It's
What?
not his fault. You can't
Listen.
fault him for that.
Yo, was it like fool me once, shame on me, or whatever that shit goes. Like all right, bro, you keep getting fooled by the same woman, man. Like just like
Look,
It's the mother of his kids.
turn the
man.
Wi-Fi off at the house. Turn that, throw the red table out.
It's time for a new table.
All right, who's in your Mount Rushmore?
Okay, 4? How
I
many
don't,
people
I
on
don't even know how
Mount
many.
Rushmore?
Yeah, well, he named
I
3.
think it's 4.
I will do. You know, we'll say top 3. It sounds better.
Okay.
Really good quality actors.
Could be male or female.
Okay. DiCaprio,
Yeah,
quality,
you know.
quality actor. Brad Pitt is a quality actor.
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is a quality actor. I don't think he gets enough credit for some of
Same,
the stuff.
you know what it is, like same thing. Like his movies are always on fire, but I feel like he had some personal issues too that kind of got him out the light. You know what I mean?
I just feel like whatever role he gets, he
killing
he fully commits. And then it's tough because I don't want to me there's a lot of good actors. There's a lot of sucky actors out there.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that would be easy.
Right.
But there's if I had to pick a third, I would just put Sam Jackson in there just off
Okay.
of body of work.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
Well, of course, I got Will, Denzel, and my last one, I would have to go with oh man,
Don't say yourself.
no, the last one, I would really throw y'all might not agree, but I put Wesley up there.
What's his name?
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley is the what could have been. Wesley's like that basketball player that started off amazing and then just had like an ACL tour and it just hasn't been the same. Bro, ever since the taxes hit Wesley, shit been down, man.
He been depressed since.
Nah,
I ain't gotta pay taxes. I'm Blade, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm about to say he's Blade. He's the first out the Marvel universe.
Exactly. He saved Marvel for.
They said that.
He saved them, but I mean, a lot
not
of,
Blade 3 though. Blade 3 that was
that was crazy.
that hurt the franchise.
But like I said, Wesley, he's underrated, but he has a lot of range.
He does because he actually came out with a movie a couple years ago with actually this is one of my favorite actors of all time, and I wish he stayed consistent. And that's Eddie Murphy.
That's my man.
like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Like,
See how many
well,
people
he
you
came out
forget?
with a movie a couple years called, I think, was it Black Dynamite or something like that? It was on Netflix. It was Wesley.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Dolomite. My name is Dolomite.
right.
Yeah.
Dolomite. A decent movie, but like Eddie Murphy to me was like,
Yeah, that's my favorite actor. I mean,
I feel like he had like the 85 to like 2001 like on lock. Like anything he touched was like,
Nutty Professors, all of those.
oh yeah,
yeah.
Those are big time movies.
Oh, definitely.
About you, bro?
I mean, my credibility is shot. But I'm not a big movie watcher, but I'm gonna give it to DiCaprio, Will Smith, and Jamie Foxx.
Oh
Jamie
yeah.
Foxx.
That's a triple. He's a triple threat. He's a
Jamie
triple
Foxx.
He
threat.
is a triple.
man.
Actually, he was just in the Spider-Man movie. He did really good in that movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Jamie, you know what? It's an arguable point that you're wrong in, but it's an arguable point.
I feel like he kills every one. Like
He does,
he gets fully
he
into
does.
character.
What's Jamie Foxx? A law-abiding citizen? Would you?
That was a good movie with Gerard Butler.
Yeah. What was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There is a lot. There is so many good actors and actresses, man. Honestly,
It's hard to have a top 5.
he had
Yeah,
Ray,
it's hard.
he had
It's-
Django. I don't know any
He's got
other.
Ray.
Yeah.
the Jamie. I like. You know, it's funny. Like, when people talk about like sitcoms back in the day, right? Like Martin's always mentioned, right? Like Martin,
Yeah.
The Fresh Prince, and the Wayans brothers, right? But one show that does not get enough praise to me is the fucking Jamie Foxx show. Yo, that
I would
show
watch it
used
religiously.
to crack
It
me.
was hilarious.
His show was really,
And
really
Fancy?
funny.
Oh man.
Where did she go?
Man, where is she? Yeah, she around, man. She
Let's
on
talk
the-
about that. Let's talk about the fine female actresses on sitcoms. We're like,
Yeah.
where did they go?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, she's on.
Think about it. The
Fresh Prince.
chick,
Fresh Prince.
Oh,
right?
Hillary.
Yeah.
Hillary.
Where did she
Even
go?
the younger daughter,
man.
because she's in my age bracket. So the younger
Yeah.
daughter, she was. She
Oh,
was
She
okay.
grew up
Okay.
to be a baddie.
Tatiana
Yeah.
Ali.
She grew up to be
Yeah.
a baddie.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Aunt Viv was getting me going. Come on,
You know what I'm saying?
both Aunt Vivs. Yo,
Listen.
that one episode where she was dancing.
Oh, when
When
she was
went back
doing
to the-
that
yeah,
joint
when
later
she
on?
went back to the studio. She had a spandex on. I was young, so I'm like, what is happening in my pants right now?
Oh man,
I didn't quite understand.
That's
you know?
hilarious. Mom. But
Yeah.
you know what was nice though?
Who?
Felicia Rashad, Claire Huxtable.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
okay.
Beautiful.
Call all
Yes.
the Huxtable
Yeah,
children. Huxtable children.
Man.
The,
Yeah.
Cause she was in the Creed movie. Came out with,
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
She didn't really do much after like the Huxtables, that I saw. I mean, she had like a movie here, nothing too big.
She did a lot of Lifetime stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm never really tuned into
That's-
that network.
It's toward women, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
These new dudes, man. I don't know. They tune
Yeah.
in.
I don't know them. I'm old as hell.
I would give it to
man.
the daughter from My Wife and Kids too, the little
Oh.
light skinned one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot her
My
name.
Wife and Kids was a great show.
That was funny too.
The
That was funny too. Yeah.
and I might get crucified for this, but I actually thought My Wife and Kids was funnier than Wayans Brothers. To me, honestly,
Really?
I
I can't give it that.
bro, but
I can't
honestly,
give it
like
that.
the whole setup to me, like how Dumb Junior was on the show, like
Yo, he was funny as I don't know what.
that's
on
what
the
I'm
show,
saying.
man.
Like, and then like there was like the
Uh,
little smart kid, like
Yep. But my thing with the Wayne brothers, though, I thought it was a good show, but at the time, my opinion, Marlon wasn't funny like that. I thought he just tried too much
Really?
mm,
to really be funny, man.
Okay.
But Sean was just naturally funny,
yeah.
hilarious.
I actually saw which one did I see? Was it Sean? Oh, Sean. I saw Sean at a comedy club one time.
He's funny.
He's actually a good comedian. Too,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yo, because a lot of people don't know is like a lot of these to get a sitcom in that era, you had to be a good comedian first, and then they would give you a sitcom. Now it's just like if you have enough followers on Instagram, like, yo, here's a show, like, do your best.
All right.
Oh, man.
Different world.
I can see where you could say that.
Jasmine Guy, Whitley.
Oh, I didn't mean that,
Whitley.
but yeah.
Oh, I thought okay. I thought you was talking about her. Okay.
What was that?
No, I was gonna say I could see where you were saying that Marlon was a tryhard though. I feel like he
Yeah, he
always
was.
went over the top.
He did,
Yeah.
especially the episode where he was high and he had
Oh.
an audition. It was horrible.
Yeah, he did a lot of physical comedy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're not into that,
I think they call it, is it like slapstick comedy or something
Yeah.
like that? Like
This-
it's
yeah.
more like like theatrics and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Which is like, to me, I like the kind of comedy it's like more clever,
Yeah.
Mm.
like well thought out, where it kind of like you hear it and then like it just hits you a second later, like, oh shit,
that's what you meant.
Family Guy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
Oh, but they're a different bracket.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't watched Family Guy in a long time. I used to be like addicted to Family Guy. I honestly feel like sitcoms kind of really fell off. You know what I mean? Like, what's a good sitcom now in today's world?
You got like a lot of reality TV going
I'm
on
gonna just plug my boy Rene Rosado, The Connors.
The Connors?
Sitcom, yeah.
Okay.
The Connors? Never heard of that one.
It's the Roseanne spinoff.
Oh,
Really? Okay.
I never got into Roseanne. I think I gave it an honest shot. I could not.
You know what it was? I think it came on late night, and as I'm going to sleep, as I'm falling asleep, I'll be watching it as I'm like drifting off. So I think that's the reason why I actually kind of like Roseanne.
Okay.
Really? I never liked Roseanne. Rest in peace, Bob Saget. I could never get into Full House.
I love Full House.
I just could never.
I just watched it because it was what you watched. You know what I'm saying?
During that time,
we didn't have anything
yeah.
else. There was no internet. I can't go. There are no other options. 8 o'clock
block on
watching
Friday.
this guy.
TGIF. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can't forget Laura Winslow. She was bad too.
I was gonna say that.
Family
Yeah.
Matters, yeah.
That was
Family Matters.
Well, see, to me,
She
Family
was-
Matters wasn't that good, but same thing. It was just on. Like I just
was
watched
there.
it. You know,
Yeah.
like I thought the Urkel character was like a little bit too much for me.
Really?
You don't see it now, but now I see it. Back then we didn't see it. That was real good, wholesome, community building television.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it was.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a lesson, like almost every video.
Every episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Would
they
you-
don't do that no more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, shout out to Jaleel White because you got to understand that's a lot of physical comedy right there that he was doing.
Yeah, you're right.
And
all
he,
over
I
the
mean,
place.
to do that, the timing and all his delivery and stuff, man, that's
And then to be like 40 years old playing like an 18-year-old nerd all day.
How old was he in the?
he was 12.
I mean, he's a grown man though.
Yeah.
It's like he's a grown
he's
man.
No, if
he
he's
was 12.
no,
He
once he
started
started-
at 12 years old.
Yeah, if
And
you
it ended when he was
yeah.
20, when he was 21. Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
yeah. If you watch the earlier episodes, he was
12 years old.
kid. Full kid.
I got that Mandela effect. I remembered it different.
Nah, but I know what you mean. Like, a lot. It's funny
Uh.
whenever you watch a lot of like right now, they got the show Euphoria, right?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen
It's like the new rage, right? But it's like
Okay.
it's funny that they have like these 30-year-olds playing high school kids. Like it's always like, you know what was a show really for high school kids was the one that Degrassi.
I didn't watch it.
I never saw an episode.
Never seen it either.
Really? The one with Drake. Like
Yeah.
that was like, I think for my generation that was like one of the bigger shows out there.
Was that like the Disney Channel or something?
Nah, I think it was like NBC or like it was. Honestly, I forgot what network on, but it had, like,
I didn't hear about Degrassi until Drake
Came out.
Right? I was like, oh, you did TV?
I think it was on Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay. that
Really?
makes sense.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I feel like one actress that got a lot of like clout, but I never really saw it was Topanga. Like,
Nigga,
Boy
Topanga
Meets
is
World.
fire.
Boy Meets World.
I never
Topanga
seen it.
is
Nah,
fire.
honestly,
yes.
that's probably my like.
Gee.
Say something bad. Say something bad about Topanga.
Nah, boy,
Crazy.
yo, I grew up with Boy Meets World because yo, they like really start off like at the same grade as you, then like they just kept, like they progress to high school, college,
Yeah.
marriage, you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Then they try to
Oh,
try
man.
to bring it back with like Girl Meets World and like I couldn't even
Yeah.
watch it. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
What do you guys think about when they try to like reboot shows? Like they're getting a reboot of Fresh Prince.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Disrespectful?
I mean, typically in film, it happens all the time. I mean, that's how new shows are made. You take the blueprint of the old stuff and just revamp it. I mean, it's done. Some people are more blatant than others with it. But some shows are iconic, and you just need to let them
Gotta
go,
leave it there,
let
yeah.
them die. You
Yeah.
know, I don't want to do the Fresh Prince again. That was a generational thing. Like,
Yeah.
we're good. You know.
Do you think when they reboot movies or shows, is it just like lazy directing or writing? Like instead of them trying to be original, like they're just like, well, I know this worked before, copy and paste, and just we'll add our own little flavor to it. Or do you think it's actually like paying homage to it?
I mean, there's a couple movies that I saw that were like that, where it was like, what was the point in that? Like
Like what's
I
a
feel
good
like kinda,
what's a good reboot movie that you can think of?
I think
reboot?
Fast and Furious up until like the third one.
It's not a reboot though. Man. Like,
That's not a reboot.
no, it's the same movie. It's the same.
Oh, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. So what would you consider a reboot? Like
A
completely?
reboot like is a movie that came out like in the 70s or 60s. And
Okay.
they remade it. Or even it's fucking crazy. Like, because I'm a 90s kid, and like I look at I honestly think like the 90s were like 2 years ago. Like it's crazy to think about. Like, so now like it's funny they're like rebooting movies or remaking movies like that I grew up with. And it's like, damn, why are they making a movie that came out 5 years ago? I'm like, oh shit, that was like 20-something years ago. Like, what? You know what I mean?
I mean, as a 90s kid, what do you think about the reboot of Lion King?
Disrespectful.
Really? I actually liked it.
What?
Listen.
I actually liked it.
Yeah, you got Jamie Foxx in your top three. What the fuck? What do you know about anything?
I mean, I look at it like, if it worked the first time, you can still get that money with it. That's what I think. It's all about the money.
Cash grab.
All about the money.
Yeah,
That's what they're doing.
Look at it like sampling in music. Somebody just takes a piece of this record and makes something new, and somebody else takes a piece and does that. It's kind of the same way in film. You wanna mirror the great stuff because you wanna put together a good film. So that's the blueprint that you follow. But
is it really great though if you're just copying? You know what I mean? Like, can you yourself be great? Right? If that's what you're building your fame on, like, how can you say you're great?
I mean,
You're just like, it's like, if someone's like a good painter, right? But they just go and paint like the Mona Lisa, right? Exactly like it. Are they really a good like painter? I mean, I get that it took skill to make the same painting over, right? But you didn't make anything of your own. Like, you copied something. You did it skillfully.
All right, you painted the Mona Lisa, right? So it's a one of a kind work.
Yeah.
If I go in there and I copy the Mona Lisa, I mean, I'm just as good as the artist who put it out, right? If I can do it.
Me personally, I don't think so, because there's 50% skill and there's 50% originality, right? Like, you're missing 50% of like what being great's all about.
No doubt. I just think that
I get your. I
agree.
I agree to that point, right?
People are saying I can at least match the skill.
Mm.
I think that's what I'm trying to get across. You can at least put together.
But you won't be remembered. Like, you'll be hot for that moment, right? People see, like, this looks just like the original Mona Lisa, but and then what? But you'll always know, like, that was it like Da Vinci made the first one, right? Like, it's like, and who's that guy again? Who's that guy? Like, that did it? Oh yeah.
I mean, to combat that, I guess a lot of people thought about that when in terms of like Kanye West when he came up with like Through the Wire and he copied Through the Fire. Shaka Khan hated it, but he was like, but it turned out to be like one of his biggest records, and it kind of gave him a breakthrough into the rap industry.
Yeah, it was probably bigger than her record.
Yeah,
that's probably why she was mad.
She hated it. She didn't like it at all. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like I think it's good to take some tokens from like the originators. Not just like personally for me, I love music, so like I love when like newer artists kind of copies the old stuff but does it good. Like don't copy it and like make it garbage. But when you copy it and make me like, oh shit, like let me go back and listen to that song. I haven't heard it in a while. I feel like I like that. I guess that's why I like a lot of like Tory Lanez music, but I think that you gotta, it's a give and take. Like you can't really like bite that complete blueprint overall.
Yeah. I don't think anybody in that arena like does that intentionally. I just think that that's the way film works.
Right.
There's so much there's only so much you can do with it. Like it's 2022, there's been millions upon millions of movies that have been made. Like you're gonna come across something that maybe you've done that's an original work that's still similar, somewhere else. But I think that also it's good to follow those blueprints of those people who've put together great stories and great films, so that you get even better stuff. Not to copy the whole thing, but definitely use that infrastructure. It kind of has to be done,
really,
to get good quality work.
Oh yeah,
really.
Do you think we're losing like originators into there, like for movies, music, whatever it is? Like, do you think we're really losing like creativity?
I think we have an abundance. I think we have the most, and it's probably the greatest time for creatives and to be a creator. And I just think that we're just oversaturated. There's a lot to look at, lot. If you go on Facebook, I don't know how many podcasts you can see.
Yeah.
You go on Instagram, I don't know how many models and bitches twerking you're gonna see. So there's just a lot to look at.
Right.
But I think that we're in a state where it's a really good time to be a creative, because you can actually really live off of it a lot better than you could 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And,
this was hard stuff to be in, and 91.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely, man. And like this pandemic, man, I mean, for a lot of people, it really brought the creativeness out. You know,
Yeah.
with podcasts and little short videos or whatever it is, it brought it out, man. So
it made it into a very competitive space. You know what I mean? And like we see it now, and it's just, you know, like you said, like they're like, I could literally go on social media every single day. I'm gonna see a new podcast. I got people hitting me up, you know, every other week, like, "Hey, I want to start my own podcast." You know what I mean? And it's like, you're right, it is oversaturated. And so now, like, what do you think it's harder to make it now or back then? Because at least now, right, you have the platform to put your content out, right? Like, so if you're good, like, your stuff's gonna get out there probably quickly, right? Back then, like, if you were in the creative space, right, like, you couldn't post it on anything. Like, you had to be so good that, like, just random strangers, right, like, we're just gonna come up to you and then, like, pretty much promote yourself word to mouth. You know what I mean? Like, there wasn't like a share button. Like, yo, I had to like your, like, if you were creating art or music, right? I had to like it so much I went to go and tell my cousin about it, right? Like, and then I had to like bring my cousin to go see your shit or listen to you. Where now, like, if you know you see a funny video or you see something that you really find dope, like online, right? Yo, you screenshot it or you just message it to your, like, and that's it, boom, right? You did like the footwork for like that content creator. Like, what do you think? Was it? It's probably harder back then.
Well, yeah, I think you actually answered your own question, really, because back then, you know, you got to do all the legwork.
But there wasn't. You know, I don't feel like there was as much competition. And that's what, to me, where I think the question gets a little tricky because now everyone has the opportunity.
You know,
to do
it's probably just harder to be seen, to just be like, I'm an individual in this space. I got this unique thing over here. I know it, especially if you're doing music back in the day, to cut a record. I mean, that costs thousands of dollars. Like, you could be nice as you want to be. If you ain't got no money or nobody, you know, to put no money into you, behind you, your song's not getting made.
Yeah.
And now I could just
right on the phone.
You know what I'm saying? And pull up an application.
One of my boys just
got a hit record in 2 minutes.
I think back then it was really more about really who you knew.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like
somebody's
I said,
gonna put in that good word for you. You know?
I guess
like I said, doing the groundwork. Like if you're a comedian, you got to go to all these clubs, work on your material. Now you just go on Instagram, Facebook, build up your following, and boom.
Actually,
YouTube.
One of my, you know, like a really funny comedian now that I like, Country Wayne.
Yeah,
like he was. I remember I saw his stuff on. I saw him in fucking person, man.
Yeah.
Dude was hilarious, right?
Yeah.
But same thing. I used to see his sketches on Facebook. Is which made me want to go see him when he was like in our state. I'm like, I gotta go check this dude out. You're right. And and as far as the music thing, like one of my boys just dropped a album today. You know, I shot the Frank Myth guest on the show, like Fire album.
That's what's up.
But like, like you said, like. Back then, this guy probably would have had to like do so much more work to drop his album. Where today, it's like
it's just a different route, and I think that your connection to people, your personal relationships mattered more back then.
Yeah,
as to where now, you know, if I want to, you know, message somebody who's way up there, I could do that. But you can't. I couldn't tell you where to go to find. Russell Simmons back in the day, like you really had to work that network and really find people.
Oh, that's it almost sounds impossible. Yeah, you're like, no, honestly, it does. Like, like, because that's a good point, right? Like, I can literally go and just send Jay-Z a DM right now. He's not gonna reply or open it, right?
But you have access to
that. Like before that, like there was literally no way of getting any access to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now at least you have like the opportunity. And these celebrities, they're on social media just like everybody else. You know what I mean?
What does that tell you?
They're scrolling just like us, right?
Yeah.
So your content couldn't make it on their page.
But what does that tell you?
I'm not sure.
As far as we were just talking about creativity, and they need it too.
Yeah.
They can't not have it.
Ooh.
You know?
They have to reinvent themselves.
I've seen a lot of actual like content creators complaining about like, this
bigger
star
person,
stole my idea or stole my song, right?
Whatever.
It happens.
No, but like
shit happens. Shit happens. Right?
Come on, stole your idea, and you know the legal paperwork you got to do to.
But no, think about this, right? Like, say you got like a catchy beat or catchy song, right? And then it's going viral, right? And then say Drake sees the shit, right? And he makes a song very similar to it, right? But never actually contacted the artist. But anybody with ears can say like, okay, this is like this came out first, then his drop. I mean,
Yeah.
I can see the issue with like, I think it's one of the things where you say fuck it until it happens to you. Like
It's,
if you
it's
came-
probably gonna happen though.
Yeah,
One
I
way
mean, it's
or
part. I
another.
guess it's
Yeah.
part of the
It's
game.
probably gonna happen. It is part of the game. Stuff gets stolen all the time.
I mean, you guys make a couple films so far. So like, what if like a larger production company that decides to like mimic?
Take your whole script.
Oh, nah, see,
They
couldn't
nah,
do
they
that.
They can't do it. We got copyrights and all that stuff, baby.
You can't do that to us.
What if they take like your general idea?
I mean, that's still
There's
all
nothing
good.
you can really do at that point, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could be personally pissed off about it, but it's an idea. If I came up with that one, I make another one.
Okay.
You won't get this one.
Yeah.
Whatever I did.
Speaking of films, all right, we talked about our Mount Rushmore of actors. What's your Mount Rushmore of films? Like, what's a movie that you can watch over and over again? Or like,
Oh, man.
what's a go-to movie for you?
Snatch. You ever seen Snatch?
Which one was that?
It's directed by Guy Ritchie. It's got Brad Pitt in it. It's got Benicio del Toro in it. It's got mad motherfuckers in it. But it's all about these guys. They're looking for this one diamond.
I saw it. Okay, I did.
Yeah.
You know what's a director that does not get the praise is fucking Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, they're definitely towards more a male audience. Like I feel like that's his
Mhm.
target audience. But he just came out with this movie last year with that who's the guy from the Transporter?
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
He came out with this movie last year with Jason Statham. Man, fucking loved it. I forgot what it was called, but like it was like I think it was called like he like drove one of the the money trucks.
Or the armor truck?
Armor truck.
Oh, shoot. I watched it too and I forgot the name. I know what you're talking about.
Wasn't it?
I know
Wasn't
what
it
you're
good
talking
though?
about. It was.
It was a really good movie.
It was. It was.
I gotta.
Oh, man.
It can't. Mandela effect, man. I don't know. Like it came and went, but I remember when I watched it, like I was like, oh shit, this is a good. And it got no actual like
Excuse me.
promotion for it.
Really? Okay.
All right, so that's your go-to Snatched.
It's one of them. Yeah, Snatch.
Which-
Because it was just a really great movie all around.
Okay. Anything else?
You all know Moana is a great movie. yo.
Moana? No, yo,
I fuck
no
with
shame,
Moana.
man. Yo,
Hey,
I'm
listen.
just saying. I'm
got
just saying. I
kids?
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a well written story,
I mean, The Rock.
Great
The Rock anything The
screenplay.
Rock touches is
Excuse
good.
me.
and the music throughout.
I just watched this
a good
movie with my son the other day called Encantata or something like that.
Encanto.
Encanto,
Yeah.
right there.
Yep.
Good movie. Good songs. I'd be at my at work just singing the shit in my head. Like,
It shows you how important music is to film,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
how about you?
For me, I have two.
Okay.
The first one's Money Train.
Okay.
That's my joint. And Beverly Hills Cop.
Not yet. But
Those are my
goal,
go-tos.
man. Eddie.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about you, bro?
I feel
Go
like
porn.
my overall go-to. Dag.
That's
All
the
right, let
next
me
show.
think about it
The
again.
next
Probably Inception. Would be my
Inception
That's a
was
good
dope.
one.
Okay.
That's
I
probably
can see
one.
why you picked Leo then.
really.
That movie, it was nuts.
Yeah.
Like to me, like when you say an original movie, that's a
That-
fucking
Right?
original movie. Like
Yeah.
I watched that movie like 4
And
times just to understand it.
Just to understand it, and probably
And I
still don't
to
understand
this
it.
day, I don't know if he ended in a dream. Like when he spin the top at the end,
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, is this gonna fall? Like, okay, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I feel like that's one of my biggest go-tos.
I'm-
Honestly, The Incredibles.
Great.
Hey,
Both-
hey.
You know what? And the thing about
First one was
Incredibles,
dope.
Yeah.
that was
Nah,
dope, man,
well,
for
that's
real.
the thing. The thing about Incredibles is the first and second was dope. You know how sometimes like the second movie after like too long doesn't really follow up. with the
Yeah.
first one? I thought the
Yeah.
Incredibles, because I love like Pixar Disney movies, and
Love
now
them.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad I have a son because
Yeah.
at least like I don't look like that creepy old guy in the
You got
movie
an
theater.
excuse.
You got a
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
to
Like,
go now.
I'm here for my son.
Watch this
okay?
for my kid.
Yeah, I don't. Bro, there's movies that comes out that he doesn't want to watch that I make him go to. Like, no,
we gotta watch
Yeah.
this.
That's funny.
he didn't watch Incredibles too. I'm like, you kidding me?
Oh,
I grew up on this shit.
Right.
That's hilarious.
I feel like every adult has like that one like cartoon movie that like they always follow.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm gonna my top movies that I always could watch over and over again. One of my favorite ones is by Leo, Wolf of Wall Street.
I was gonna
Okay.
say that. I was going to say
Yeah.
that, bro.
I ain't fucking leaving.
Now the funniest part is when he took the what the fuck is
The
what-
lemon.
No, when he took the drugs.
Yes.
Quaaludes.
Quaaludes, yep.
No, they call it. It's called the lemon too.
Oh really?
Yeah,
And
so
walked
when-
down the steps.
When he should have got a fucking Oscar for that. He got.
Yo,
Mhm.
I think he got robbed when he didn't get an Oscar for Wolf of Wall Street. That movie was like from beginning to end, like almost a
you
perfect
did
movie.
a
to
hell
me.
of a job. Hell of a
Like
job.
when he did that part when he crawled to the car,
That
like
was
the
the
whole
best
process
part.
of like of the drug hitting him. Yo, then when he gets
Yeah.
home, it's like, and miraculously, I made it home without a scratch.
He
Yeah,
looked
and
in
they
the
show
car.
the car.
That shit's
Yo, because then they gave him an Oscar for another movie called like The Reverence afterwards, which was like kind of a shitty movie. But
It was alright.
I think they gave it to him
The
as like
Yeah.
to make up
where you gotta
for
talk about
robbing
the
him
beer?
from Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
That one okay.
that's the good old boys club when you talk about Oscars. And
Oh,
all that.
yeah,
They're just
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
give it to who they want to
Yeah.
give it to.
You actually see what they came up with recently. I don't know if it was the Oscars, the Emmys. I don't know the difference between them, but like I guess black creators were getting them because they were black, and like some people were just upset at the fact that they were just handing them out. Like they felt like I guess their movies weren't as good as the movies that some other actors were.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to get an Oscar just because I'm black.
really.
Nah,
I would.
Yo,
That
as
kind
a,
of fuck it up for me.
as a creator, you're gonna feel like
Yeah,
you're
no,
not
you
gonna
give
feel
me-
accomplished.
Yeah, you give me
Yeah.
this Oscar because my shit is the best shit
Right.
in here.
Or
That's
in
it.
Yo, but you know what that brings me to is like, yo, why are the Oscars so important, right? It's obviously that the Oscars are very like biased towards
Oh yeah.
one race of people, right?
yeah.
But then again, it's like nobody gives a fuck about like the BET Awards, right? Like nobody like think about it, right? Everyone wants an Oscar, wants a Grammy, right? But nobody like the BET
Excuse me.
Awards, right? They do awards for movies and music, right? But they're
Mhm.
not as prestige.
Right.
Why not?
because of the people that are involved. So you look at who's running BET
Mm-hmm.
and you look at who's running the,
The Academy.
Oscars. It has
Yeah.
two different sets of people. And this is
Movies and shakers.
higher-
Or-
High, yeah, those.
No, I get that, but right, but don't you feel like we can make like not specifically BET Award, right? But what if there was like another platform that gave like that you just created, like YouTube?
Mhm.
You guys could create your own like award show, right?
It's funny because we were on a meeting last week about
yeah,
it.
it's funny.
We
you
was on a
mention
meeting
that.
with Dan
Yeah.
Dash
and
last week.
it is possible.
And
You
shout
know what I
out to Dame Dash.
So, first, speaking of that, how did you guys get in touch with Dame Dash?
So with that, and please correct me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Omar. I see you on the check-in.
That's what I had to say.
Yeah. He was the plug for us. He was the connect. He's been rocking with us for some years, man.
And for the people that don't know,
I
including
was about to
myself,
say,
who is Omar?
Let me tell you, Omar Salgado. Omar Salgado is an actor.
Mhm.
Started off as an actor, he's a rapper, all that stuff. But is just one of the most genuine people you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just a real good dude. So when we pulled him into a film a couple years ago, we didn't know that the relationship that we had with him
gonna grow.
was gonna grow. But just by working with him and just by him being, so genuine, really dedicated to what he was doing, we're like, yo, that's the type of people that, we want to be around. And
Yeah.
if we want to do something in the future,
Yep, yep.
that's the guy who we need to have. But due to his work ethic and his commitment to everything that he does, I mean, he's maneuvered and he made his way around, Damon Dash. I guess he actually knew his cousin.
Mhm.
So through that, he got the okay, and he put him on and introduced him, and then the rest is pretty much history. Dame Dash was putting together a network. He's putting together films, and it was just good timing.
So Dame
He's
Dash is trying to get into like the movie making business.
He's in
Yeah.
it.
He's in it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in
I
it.
mean, I feel like Dame Dash has his hand in every cookie jar.
He does.
He's a hustler, man.
Yeah.
He does,
He's a
man.
hustler. That's what it is. So
So what part does he actually play like with you guys in? Have you guys met with them, talked to them?
yeah, we meet every Wednesday.
With Dame?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do Zoom.
Oh,
Zoom
word?
meetings
Yeah,
and
we
stuff.
meet
Oh, so
every
y'all like that's my boy Dame. Right there. Like, I didn't even Dame Dash support. Yo, oh Dame, yeah,
Dame?
that's
Yeah,
like
that's my guy.
yeah.
I mean, you know who he is.
Nah, yeah.
So you still got to knock that starstruck stuff off a little bit, but no, he does have his hands in everything, and when you talk to him, it makes sense of why he has so much and why he's been so successful. He's just a really smart guy.
I watched a video of like a live video of like you guys all talking about, I guess, whatever future projects you guys have together. And honestly, he makes it seem like so personal with you. Like he actually like kind of, I don't know. I feel like people that are on that status, they kind of like have somebody to represent them. But the fact that he took the time out of his day to, you know, sit down and talk with you and actually, like you said, meet every Wednesday, I feel like that's far and few in between.
He is who he is, man. He is who he says he is. And
Definitely. And he just wants us all to win.
He does.
He wants us all to win,
He wants everybody to win. He wants himself to win. And he makes it blatantly apparent. He doesn't hide anything. He gives you all the proper resources, all the information that you need, and we're just pretty blessed.
Yeah.
You know?
So is
Definitely.
he just providing like the platform? Like what is he working on behind the scenes?
So it's just the platform. If I'm
He got
not
the
mistaken.
platform. He does everything so that you know we get our ads. You know, there's so. I'm trying to put it all in perspective.
No, I hear you. That's why.
Because
Okay.
it's been a short time, but
Right.
I could just tell you in three meetings that I had, there's so much stuff that I have to like organize in my head for what's coming.
You're right.
For right now we got Tubi and we got Foxx, but eventually,
Yep.
And for the people that don't know what Tubi or Foxx is, what is it?
Oh,
'Cause
Tubi-
I personally didn't. I never heard of it before. I even
Tubi
Fuck
is
what it
is just an application. You watch movies on it. The thing with Tubi is that Tubi is free, so you don't have to pay a prescription.
Yeah.
Excuse me, a subscription.
Okay.
You have to pay a
It's not like
subscription.
Netflix.
Yeah, and
Just sorry to interrupt you. Can I just say fuck Netflix real quick? Bro, they went up on the fucking
I heard.
prices again.
They
Really?
did.
What are
Bro,
they at now?
I started with Netflix at $8.
$8,
They
yeah.
had like 20. They had cable. They gonna be at cable prices in like in the next year and a half.
Maybe that's their
Yeah.
plan. They suck you in and then just keep raising the prices on you like rent.
They do.
But go on.
so that's what's good about Tubi. You don't have to pay for it. But
Right.
in between your movie, they play ads.
Okay.
So and
That's how they make- that's how they
make
yeah,
money. Okay,
that's
which
a
is
little
fair.
trade off. Yeah.
So is Tubi like because like Anchor is like an app for like podcasters, right? Like where you can just put your podcast up there for free, and they say same thing. They play ads and stuff like that, so everyone benefits, right? Is that like what Tubi is kind of for like movie creators like you guys, where like you don't have probably don't have the access yet to like get a movie on Netflix, right? So there's like Tubi or Foxhole where you guys can put your movie up there. Is this something similar?
I think it's about whatever medium and whatever platform you want to go with.
Okay.
I think that Tubi for us as independent filmmakers, it just provides a better return on our product. You know,
What,
we
like,
could
when you say return, you mean like a
money.
financial or just mean
Straight up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You guys getting paid off Tubi?
yeah. Why else would we do this?
Yeah, you get paid off Tubi. Yeah.
Nah, we ain't getting paid yet. So it's like, what's up?
Well, maybe we could change that for you in a couple
Yeah.
hours.
So you've actually you guys gotten paid from the movies you put on Tubi.
Yes.
Oh,
Instead of them just being, sitting around not getting any, revenue or
no, that's dope.
Yeah.
or you could try, because traditionally, like if you're an independent filmmaker, you could take a film and try to shop it at film festivals. They get exposure to get some
Right.
sort of like prize money and stuff like that. But rather go straight to market.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the first film you guys had up there?
So we have right now on Tubi, we have The One Closest to You,
Okay.
which we have Terrell Hicks from A Bronx Tale.
That's also one of my
Belly.
favorite movies.
Okay.
We have her in the movie.
My boy Robert, man.
Yeah.
That's one of my goats.
Yeah.
We have that on Tubi right now. We have a couple other upcoming films. We have Surviving Hunt that's going to be upcoming.
Okay.
We have a film. This film's going to be fire. It's called Sweet Burn.
All right.
And again, shout out to Omar. Did a hell of a job. Renee, Jerry, killed it.
Was it the actors?
Those are
in
the
it?
other actors in the movie. I mean, they did a hell of a job. So we're just hitting you guys over the head with these movies.
Right.
And then we start April with Dame Dash. We start, I want to say, in New Jersey, right?
Mhm.
We started in New Jersey filming us called City of Smoke.
Okay.
So
That's
give us
the
a
title of the movie.
Yeah,
City of Smoke.
Yeah.
City of Smoke. Yeah,
title.
yeah.
give us like
yeah.
a storyline for like one of the movies that you have on Tubi.
So right now, The One Closest to You. So there's about a girl named Lily. She's getting married and she wants to go away for a weekend retreat with her girls before, the big day. And while they're up there, man, funny shit just start happening. People start disappearing.
Okay.
And then it just ties into when you see it, you're like, oh shit. This is crazy. Like, so it's like a thriller.
Low plot twist at the end, right?
Oh, yo, definitely.
That's always like my favorite type of movie.
Yeah.
Where it's like something
Definitely.
happens to them, we're like, oh,
Yeah, it makes you think about it,
he was
like,
it. Like he was the
Yeah.
killer. Like
I hate
okay.
predictable movies. Like
Yeah.
I hate it.
And I'm telling you, when you get to watch it, you're gonna start saying, "Toast that bread."
Post that red,
If you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
and you're in it.
I'm in it. Yes,
Okay.
I'm in it. Me, Omar Salgado again, hell of an actor.
And see, not to cut you off, but this is the
problem.
movie that kind of you would say established us.
Yeah.
So this is one. It's not. I'm not even gonna sit up here because I'm an artist. It's not like our best effort or whatever, but it's the movie that we looked at and we were like, okay, we can do this for real.
Mhm.
You know, we can actually make a real cinematic movie. We could put this out there. We
Yeah.
can do this.
Okay.
You know, we actually took it to St. Lucia.
What's
I
St.
forgot
Lucia?
about
We
that.
took it to a film festival in St. Lucia.
Where's St. Lucia?
It's
Island.
in the
Yeah.
Eastern Caribbean.
Okay.
So we went out there.
I'm like thinking
Yeah.
like some local shit around.
Is that the bodega name?
Yeah.
What church is that?
I ain't never got no wings over there. Yeah.
Bro,
Oh, man.
I'm thinking, what
It's
spot in
like-
Brooklyn is that at?
Dude, can I get a piece of that
Man.
paper towel?
Yeah, man. So listen, we took it out there to the International Film Festival out
Okay.
there, and that was a dope time.
Really?
That was a
Okay.
dope time. So that's when we knew when we got it out there. We were just like, you know what? Yeah, we got something.
How do film festivals work?
Those you submit your
Like-
your content. You know, for a fee, of course.
Okay.
You submit your content, and you have a judge, panel of judges. They just
And they watch every single one?
because
But
you get
is it
awards.
actual, like when I think of festival, I'm thinking about like,
Is
You
it
know,
a festival of
thousands of
people?
people.
Yeah.
so it's a bunch of people going to watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
like
day.
like say, you know, you submit your movie to a festival, right? And then they just play it on the screen,
They do. They do.
and I could just go there and watch it. Like it's an actual.
yeah.
Oh shit! This
Usually,
sounds pretty-
usually sell
I feel like this
tickets.
is something you'll be really into.
No,
Yeah, this is-
You never
yeah.
been to one?
I've been to a music festival. I've never been to a movie festival.
It's actually dope though, man.
Nah,
It's actually
bro,
dope.
I love festivals. You put anything in front of festival, I'm
And
there,
if you're
man.
a film, if you're a film guy, yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
should
dope.
go to the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, that's the big one right there.
That's the
Where's
big
that
one.
at?
France.
Yeah,
You got
France?
France. Oh,
take a
don't
nice trip.
The Cannes Festival.
Canes. Yeah, that's a big one. That one in
That's like that's a foreign movie festival, then, right? Like
no, that's just where like if you really want to get your movie seen
Scene.
or even get it backed,
okay,
that's right there, Canes. That's where it will happen.
okay.
Oh, really?
It's like the
Okay.
Super
Yeah.
Bowl of independent filmmaking.
Yeah.
Ah,
You guys seen that movie, American Skin, on Netflix?
Mm-mm, no.
so,
I'm not a
I
movie
think it's on my
person.
list.
My man, I forget his name, but he had a movie a few years ago. He took it to Canes, and he sold it, for X amount of millions. He was the first person to ever get his movie bought. I think Sony bought it
Oh,
for like 14-15 million. Like it was the first.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, black dude, man. I forget his name, but a very, very talented brother, man.
Was it coincidence that you guys went to St. Lucia? Because my family's from Barbados, and like
Okay.
growing up, I know like they don't even really watch like mainstream movies. They're fully into like indie movies and like African movies and stuff
Oh.
like that. So like, what made you guys go to St. Lucia, or push it in that direction?
We had gotten notice that we had been entered into it, and I think Tanya might have had something to do with
Taya
it.
Thompson, yeah, she's in the one closest to you.
Okay.
I'm
Very
not really
talented.
sure because it was a couple years ago,
Right.
but it was more so like a productive push to get films produced down there.
Right.
So yeah, we did that. We went down there. They had a film festival. We did our interviews and all
yeah,
that. and
man.
that was a good time.
We were there for 8 days trying to actually get the prime minister
Yeah,
to fund us to come back and hire locals and shoot films out there.
oh, for
I mean,
real?
we had a whole presentation and everything. Shout out to Will Coggins, man. You know what I mean, he's the force behind all this. Shout out to Will. I mean, it was all his vision. Like, we're here because of Will's vision. But I mean, we were really trying to make some major moves, but it didn't pan out. But man, we were really
It didn't pan out yet. Yet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It didn't pan out yet.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out yet.
Yeah.
So we were trying to take advantage of it because there, you know, you go film in New York or LA, you need permits.
Right.
Okay.
They don't have that down there.
Oh, so you just like pick up a camera crew, like we taking a flight, we just shooting the whole
Roll
film.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what some people were doing, you know.
So that limits you from like shooting certain type of movies over here in the States, then, right? Because like to get these permits and like
Limits you tremendously with
oh yeah,
really-
whatever you want to make. You know, Because if you don't have that access, then you got to get ultra super creative.
Okay.
With what you could do. You need more equipment. You may need more actors. But if you don't have, if you don't have those limitations, and I could just block off half a city block, my urban setting is gonna look better than yours.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we're getting close to the hour time, and before we wrap this up, I just want to know, what are some struggles that you guys have dealt with, like, being like in charge of stuff? Because you were telling me that sometimes like the actors just aren't it.
Yeah, when we first started, again, we didn't know, we just had our sure will, and we just wanted to get it done. So we didn't know certain things. So now we know you need professional actors and actresses, because you want your shit to look right the first time. It takes a lot to put together a production, and if you don't have good actors, you might wind up just wasting time. And like I said, if you don't have professionals who take it seriously, they flake on you. They don't show up on time, or they just drop out of them. Drop out. We have fired, and they just drop out of a production. But you don't want to be doing that. You just want to make the movie and, and get it done. You'll probably have to take a couple of cracks at it, though. Most productions, you have to take a couple cracks.
I mean, but it's a learning process, I'm sure. Like, like I'm pretty sure, in those stages where you had to redo things and like things are falling apart, you definitely learned a lot.
You don't look at it as like a redo or anything like that. It's just that's a part of the process of making that one film.
Yeah.
So you've been in actual movies, right?
Yes, but don't look for me. Because
what's the movie you did when you were the basketball coach? Because that's on Amazon.
I have a movie on Amazon called Hoop.
Okay.
I shot in Philly on location, man. Crazy, man. That was dope. I'm a basketball coach in that movie. No nonsense, hard nosed basketball. And that role wasn't even for me. I just drove down there and auditioned when I saw it pop up. That was for somebody in their 40s.
Right.
And I just went in there and I just knocked it out.
Okay.
And
we could see you in that. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah. You can see me in Hoop, Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Next time I get somebody's Amazon Prime password, I'm watching it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I don't pay for that shit. But. What was your first role? Like, how did you get into acting then? Like,
well, acting is something.
I was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask, how did you get into acting?
That was something I've always wanted to do since I was a kid.
Okay.
And
I feel like a lot of people like think they want to be an actor. You know what I mean, like, so like, I think it's always easy to say, "Oh, that's something I wanted to do as a kid." Like, what made you actually just be like, "All right, fuck it, I'm really about this life"?
Well, be honest with you, man. I was sitting at home, staying at my aunt's house on the couch for 6-7 months with no job, no nothing.
Okay.
And I was like,
that's a cool ass aunt to let you do that.
I mean, I was I was working on a cruise ship at the time, and so my time was up.
Okay.
So it was a lot going on. The job I was trying to get back into, hiring free, all that stuff. So while I had that time, I said, you know what? I always wanted to do this, so I just went to New York and I started auditioning. I started doing classes down there and everything, and I'm doing this and doing that, and then I got on Just Right. I got on CBS's at the time, The Good Wife.
Okay.
So my first role was actually.
What was that experience like?
For The Good Wife?
To actually like sink your first role, or to actually nail it?
I mean, it was a.
Is it like how they say? Like, oh, yeah, I got that call.
Oh yeah. I got the email at that time. But it was
email. Okay, not that it's exciting. Like,
it was a gratifying feeling, man. It was awesome, man.
Really?
And you could tell I had never been on a professional set before.
Yeah.
So I show up there that morning in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and I walk in, about to do makeup and everything, and everybody's eating. There's go to the truck and get all your food or whatever. I said, all right, cool. Get to the truck, order my stuff, man. I take my money out. Dude was like, what are you doing? I was like, no, I got to pay for it, right? He was like, this your first time on a movie set? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, this is all free. I mean, that was a dope.
Bro.
Oh, it took a little bit more.
Bro, he took a plate home that day.
I had my Tupperware line. I had my Tupperware with me already. Ziploc bags just in the seams of the pocket. Had chicken wings and shit falling out as I'm leaving.
We coming for this.
Yo, how did it actually feel like doing your first role? Like, were you nervous as fuck? Like, damn.
I just had to walk, man. I didn't have no lines.
But me personally, I'd be thinking like, damn, I hope I don't trip.
Because we had clogs on at the time. So
clogs?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? So, not clogs. Them damn like Crocs.
Oh,
yeah,
Crocs.
my
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
Hey, nigga, clogs.
So you doing a Dutch fam?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what are you talking about?
You over in Sweden, Switzerland?
So was that a paid gig?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So if it's not too personal, what was your first payday? You know, as a professional actor.
My first paycheck as an actor it was from CBS,
Okay.
and that one for 8 hours worth of work, just getting in after taxes, about $5 or some change.
Okay.
Just to
8
walk.
hours?
That's
8
good.
hours.
That's a
$500
good
for 8
ass
hours?
day.
Yeah. Just to walk, and then
Look, I worked at Walmart, right? For an entire week, I got $125. So
part time.
Damn.
He did overtime to get that shit.
Overtime doing that.
so $500 for 8 hours. That's great.
But
Yeah,
it's not
that's
bad.
good money.
It
man.
wasn't bad, man.
What's the biggest payday you ever got doing a movie or just an acting?
To date, about 2 stacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many hours was that?
Oh, and I was there for days.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it was an independent film.
All right.
So
Payday's not as much.
yeah, not with that. But hey,
It's something.
It
Two-
is.
2000 to 2000.
I feel like, yo,
Yeah.
I always say, like, yo, if you're
I'm-
getting paid to do something that you genuinely enjoy, yo, then it's like, it's always about the money, but it's not about the money. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, yo, if you got $2,000 just being like a regular job, like, man, like this sucks. Right?
Yep.
But to get $2,000 to
Right.
do something that like it's something that you genuinely enjoy,
But
it's
do-
a different feeling.
Do we got to break down the misconception of how much actors really make?
Oh,
Oh,
please
man.
do. Yo, I be thinking that I think actors get like at least $300K per like second.
That's if you're like a way up there A-lister
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
I think
Every-
like Friday, didn't he? One of the guys was complaining about making like $1,000 or something like that.
Right,
yeah,
right.
on love.
Phase on, yeah.
Exactly. The actors don't get paid that much.
Really?
You could play Faison in his biopic. Got big. We got big worm in the
Killed
building.
you right there. I think he killed you right there, yo.
Put you
You
in the
know,
ice cream
man.
truck.
Look, don't feel too bad. When I first got
Put
my
away.
twist, that's what he called me. He said I was Big Worm too.
Oh man.
Nah,
That's
yo,
funny.
you were him with when he had the shark cap on, but you like, yo, you know what's actually a great movie with Faison is Couples Retreat.
That was funny.
That was
Yeah.
a great
That was
funny
funny.
movie.
That was funny.
He was good in it too.
No, you.
No, he usually does his thing in movies. Yeah.
Yeah, but you were saying that there's a big misconception. Like,
Yeah. Not everybody gets paid millions of dollars per flick. It's pretty standard, like, working regular job.
really?
Like
It's like the
three-
average.
3-4 grand a week. So it's a little
That's a little
it's
more.
a little better.
Right.
But not everybody
See,
is
but I
out
feel like
there.
it's probably not the payday that most people think, but I still would choose it. You know what I mean? I think if I was like, what do you want to do? Like slave at a job all day, or just kind of like
Do something you love.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
but it's also one of them things you don't know what type of environment you're actually going to walk into. Let's say
What do you
say I'm doing a film and the film's outside and we're shooting in South Dakota in 10-degree weather. All right, well that $3,000 paycheck
Is
stand
it-
there.
is
You
it
know what I'm
worth
saying?
it?
It's a
Yeah.
little bit different than doing something
yeah.
Right.
on the inside. You know?
Yeah.
I think I still choose that over Walmart.
Maybe. Yeah. Definitely.
Man.
It's a
So-
a lot more free time.
Yeah,
To,
absolutely right.
not to get into the specific details, right? So this partnership you guys got with Dame Dash, like, is it gonna be financially beneficial to you guys,
Oh,
It's gonna be
or is it more of a
Financially-
networking kind of like
It's gonna be-
opportunity?
I'll say it's going to be beneficial in many different ways that I haven't even thought of yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Just by him being gracious and humble enough to open up, his resources and channels. I mean, we're just gonna work together, and I think that's the message that he's been putting out there with the partners is that we're just gonna work together. We're gonna do everything together, and we're all gonna get this money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
straight up. So I think that would be very, very beneficial.
So what's the
y'all
plan for
heard
like?
him. More Movado watches coming very soon. Oh, yeah, you're right. Nah, actually, yo, next time I see my man, gonna have a rollie on.
Early
though.
on. Toss you to Movado. Oh, you like this, right?
Yeah, go ahead. It's yours.
Just keep me in mind. Keep me in
man.
mind, though.
So what's the plan for like future endeavors? Like where do you guys plan? What are you working on now? What projects that you guys have like coming up anytime soon?
Yeah, so like I was saying, so we do have Surviving Hunt coming out on Tubi. City of Smoke, we're shooting in New Jersey coming April. Also, again, the one closest to you is on Tubi as well. Be sure to go watch that.
We got shot
Yeah.
callers.
Oh yeah,
We'll be
shot
taking that.
callers. Yeah,
taking that to Los Angeles in May.
Yep.
Do a couple episodes out
Oh, so
there.
y'all making moves. Y'all all over.
Yeah, we're gonna be all over the place, man. Shout out to Malika Carter and Claire.
Claire.
Shot
what up?
callers.
Yep.
What is that? What is that one about? Quick
that's
storyline.
that's our two sisters and
Yeah.
who like to speak their mind.
Okay.
So we put them up with some guests, usually somebody in the entertainment industry. Not always, but
Yeah.
usually somebody in entertainment. We had you know who I saw up here that we had on Shot Callers was Kev Blake.
Bro,
Really?
Okay, Blake. Shout out to
Kev,
Kev
yeah.
Blake,
actually,
man.
his episode is dropping
Next, yeah.
next week.
Yeah. So
It's cool,
somebody
cool,
like
man.
that, and even you guys should come on Shot Callers.
Definitely.
Yo,
man.
set the
So
date.
Give us a date.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
listen, they gonna bring it.
Yeah, we gonna bring
They're
it
gonna
back.
ask you. That'll be interesting because they're
Excuse
gonna
me,
ask
excuse
you
me.
some questions.
Oh yeah,
And it's gonna
They
get
gonna
real.
bring it.
real
Look,
quick.
I don't think their questions could outbeat our questions. This guy here has a hunch.
I don't know about that.
What type of questions
Yo,
you ask? Like social
I
security
feel like
numbers?
you being reserved right now. I watch some of your stuff. I feel like you being reserved.
Yo, you know, honestly, you know what fucked me up about y'all?
It's the suits. The suits.
Oh,
The
yeah.
suits fuck
We
me
did
up.
that on
I
purpose.
told you, yo, listen, I told
I
him.
saw him come out the car. I was like, oh, I almost. He said, "What's your name?" I almost gave him my government.
Bro, yeah, I seen the suits. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep it clean for these.
no,
I'm gonna keep it clean for these brothers.
we
No,
can,
not
we
at
can show
all.
you the text when we
Listen,
set that
all
up.
right.
Bro hit me earlier. He was like, "Yo, do we need to dress up or casual?" I said, "Let's get
I
it."
mean, my man has a fucking suede
Suede.
suit
Yeah,
on.
the suede. Yo, this is the same material that King Jeffy Joffer has on the Lion and Coming to America. This is
You
it.
see this shit? dropping names.
Yo, quick segue from my brother. My brother is a suit maker, Generation 3K. If you guys looking for some more suits,
That's,
Oh, okay.
he does Generation 3K. He does tailored suits. You know,
if y'all ever heard of Black Menswear,
I'm not sure if I've heard of it.
so it's like a big movement, like started by some brothers. Actually been on the show too. Called one is Ev. That's the one that was on the show, but they go all over the country and they just get like suited down, like the fly suits you see, and
dope.
they just it's a very positive movement for like the
honestly, it
black
might be a
women
great
and stuff like
networking
that.
opportunity too, because like there's a lot of people there, like as black men from all across the country.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, they
That's
come
dope. That's dope.
they come together, dressed up real nice, take pictures, and then just network the different, whatever, I guess, business ventures that they got,
Oh, that's fire.
So,
Yeah, but next time y'all come in jeans, it's gonna be a whole different
Listen,
whole different
it can
episode.
still be that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we about our business, man. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
You know, we don't play, man.
No,
We
yeah,
don't do
we
that.
had to come out here and represent, for our people that's out there that, know that we was about to come and do this. And
yeah,
the people who we work with now,
absolutely.
Yeah. So I think we're at the end of our episode, but before we log off, just once again, just let the audience know where they can watch your movies and just
go to FFICTV.com and you can find the whole team there, our links and our pictures and our bios and everything that we've done. And if you go on Tubi, you could search for the one closest to you, or you can search for Dame Dash Studios, either or, you know what I'm saying? Our stuff should pop up. And big shout out to all our other partners. Shout out to, Six. Shout out to Lorray. Everybody's got a bunch of movies and we work with a lot of talented filmmakers. You know?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
well, I'll definitely be checking these movies out. And if y'all need some background actors or anything like that, holla at me, man.
We
I'm
got
trying to
your
get my
number
face
now.
out there, yo.
We got your number
Yeah.
now.
That could be a stump though, you know.
Hey, he could be on for me.
Yo, listen, people joke like that, but like this is how me and Kev,
I'm not joking.
Yo.
Anytime
This how we
somebody
got
come up here,
together.
I'm like, yo, put me in the music video. They be thinking I'm joking. I'm like, yo, I'm still waiting on the call.
All right,
So
all right, then we
I
got
told
you.
Kev the same shit.
Nah, we got you.
Bet.
'Cause
Nah, we
our
definitely set it
message,
up.
our message today is, we all came from Waterbury in this room, born
Yeah.
and raised. About to do something real big. We're trying to take whoever want to come with us,
Absolutely.
and we know that we can't take everybody, but if you're willing to work and put in the same amount of grind time as us, we here for
We
you.
here for
We
you.
here for you.
Yo, so honestly, thank you for coming on. Thank you for chopping it up with us.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you.
having us, man.
Yo, I wish y'all the best luck with Dame Dash. I'm really looking forward to that project.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. Clap it up. That's fine.
Where they can find you guys specifically?
Like your ads. Like what's your
Oh,
social medias?
So on Instagram, Hollywood Handsome 84.
I feel you on that one.
Hollywood Handsome 84 on IG, Facebook, Kevin Harris or Kevin J Harris, my actor page. Just get at me.
My Instagram is Mr_Chavi XAVI.
Okay. Y'all heard it here. Y'all tap in with them. Make sure y'all tap in with those movies on Tubi. Looking forward to the ones with Dame Dash coming out. And as always, please like, subscribe, share, comment, keep tuning in. Thank you.
Had to kick her to the curb. Told that bitch she for the streets. Nigga, I hustle like me. When I play for keeps.